Marina Saff here, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about internet aesthetics, what they are, and how I view them, how I feel about them, blah blah blah, some of the pros and cons, just my thoughts about them. You're on the internet a lot, like a lot of Gen Zers and Gen Alphas, like I'm a Gen Zer. You probably know the term internet aesthetic. It's everywhere. It's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I don't know where else I can think of, but those are the main things I can think of when I hear internet aesthetics and where you can find them. So, if you don't know what an internet aesthetic is, it's the visual identity of an online subculture. Examples include softies, which are pretty much soft boys, soft girls, e-boys, e-girls, dark academia. Those are like the common ones I can think of, and the ones you've probably seen if you're on the internet a lot. People are drawn to internet aesthetics like these because they want to find like-minded people who are interested in the same things they are. Well, I feel like it can be too limiting if you conform to one aesthetic. Aesthetics can be good for finding your personal style. If you rely on that one aesthetic a little too much, like you go hardcore in it, it limits your creativity and self-expression. For me personally, this is why I like to have a lot of different styles of clothing, so I can express different parts of me. Like, people are multifaceted, you can't just neatly put them to a box no matter how much you try. Look at you, Divergent. If I want to wear something that expresses my femininity in some sort of outdoorsy cottagecore way, I could just wear some dress that I have hanging in my closet. If I want to be sophisticated and look like a prep student, I could wear like a school uniform-esque style or something from the dark academia realm. Or if I want to look like cute and girly, I'd probably just wear that Ariana Grande hoodie I have. That's pink with the sweetener cover on it and some jeans. Checkpoint. I'm going to tell you right now that the following section will talk about unaliving yourself and eating disorders. So if you do not want to hear about those topics, skip to this time. I am not a big fan of those kinds of aesthetics that basically glorify and romanticize mental illness, like sad core and trauma core. They basically just say that having a mental illness is cute, quirky, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? And I don't think so. I mean, I've struggled with mental illness for like a good chunk of my life. And as someone who has sees those aesthetics, it makes me so mad that people like glorify it. Like, they don't really see how it really messes people up and how much it could leave trauma and a lasting impact on the brain. And when you're in like that mindset of a really dark place in your head, it's like a bottomless pit of self-loathing. And trust me, I don't want to be there. I don't want you to be there. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It's one of the worst places to be, honestly. There's also those kinds of aesthetics that glorify having an eating disorder, like those Tumblr posts that I used to see on like Google. I never really had Tumblr. I kind of didn't really like this toxic stuff, and it wasn't good for mental health. It probably wouldn't have done any good if I got it in like 2016. But having an ED, I personally have never had one, and I'm thankful I never had one. I've talked to people that do struggle with that, and it's heartbreaking. It's a huge struggle to like really go through that. I can't really speak on how it is because I've never gone through it. Social media can be good for finding like-minded people in a community. I found community through like the art discords and like art group chats and other stuff, writing group chats, blah 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 blah, you know what I mean? But if the community in question is romanticizing things that should not be romanticized, like mental illness and all that bad stuff, it's probably not the best place to be because it can really mess with your head. And if you're struggling in any way with unaliving thoughts and wanting to hurt yourself, or you're in a very dark place, I honestly think you should reach out to someone that is trained in that field. Okay, enough of that. It used to be that trend cycles would last 20 years, but now it's a lot quicker than it used to be. And with the trend cycles lasting 20 years, so think about this for a second. You see Y2K trending along like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, literally anywhere you can find that stuff. And the 2000s were 20 years ago. 2004 to be more specific. And with it hits the logic that trend cycles from 20 years ago would actually be trending now. Like the 2000s are trending in 2024. What's even crazier to me is that I see stuff from the 2010s that are trending. Skinny jeans, flower crowns, statement necklaces. I lived through that era. And what's even wilder to me than that is that people on Instagram Reels and TikTok are calling 2024 the new 2014. Like, that was 10 years ago! I still remember that! That note, those are my thoughts about internet aesthetics and trend cycles in the year of 2024. Did you enjoy the video? I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, comment if I missed anything, or if you have something to contribute to the conversation. And yeah, see you around. Take care of yourselves.